Let's play Magic Arena bonus episode 12. Still no additional list. Yesterday I did review the replay and it appears that my opponent missed lethal because they attacked with the 7/6 trample creature and then they provided death touch and indestructible to the other creature. So I've lost a creature, but then I survived, and if they did know how to how the death touch trample works, they would know that it will deal 1 damage to each creature, and then the rest damage, in that case 5 damage to me, and I was at 4 life, which would mean that my 7-0 score was like mostly thanks to the opponent not being well, maybe they were tired or they didn't know about that interactions. It's sealed, right? So there is like there are very different skill levels playing, and the only thing that is used to be matched is the score. And if I was at 6-0, there is a very big chance that I was there was like a mismatch, because there are not many players with 6-0 record, right? So the bigger the record, the less players with that record, and the bigger chance that there will be a mismatch with someone with other record, right? I would still be happy if they implemented showing the opponent's record, right? So you could know how far it was, because in some cases it doesn't feel right. For example, I had a crazy deck, and if I was matched with someone with like 6-2, there was that was not fair matchup, right? Okay, I will just play another sealed today. I'm not sure. What do I know for sure right now? I cannot beat yesterday's score. Like it's not possible. Like I cannot get more than 7-0. I feel like I hope that I will do at least good. I mean, 4-5 wins would be great. I would obviously prefer 7, but in general the third win is critical, right? I mean, third win provides me a chance to potentially do another episode later today, but I'm not sure if it will be possible to do from time perspective. It's what I still need to win like 3 games, and then maybe I will come back to that thought. Okay. So I will start with, I have a set of great quests, and I will try to roll that one. Oh, that's perfect. Like blue, black, black, green, blue, red. Okay, I feel like I will be doing all those quests unless I'm like white, red deck. Which can happen. It happened once, it didn't work for me, so that's why I would rather open rares in other colors. Let's see what we have here. Let's open. How many rares do we have? Like 7 rares, okay. Useless one, Leyline, okay. Enduring Curiosity, that's very strong. Ghost Vacuums, surprisingly good, surprisingly can be like good against Delirium decks, right? And usually Delirium is better in the longer games, so sealed means like Delirium is like potentially right there. That one I don't think like it's very good. Chainsaw is just a removal spell, some potential like from my experience so far, maybe I will be lucky enough to get 2 color deck, but we'll see just the removal spell, right? That the removal spells are critical for sealed deck, because you cannot just let opponent play their bombs and do nothing, right? So every removal, even a bad one like Unwanted Remake, that's a bad one, but obviously that's something that you really don't draft when you draft. But in sealed it's precious, because you can deal with 2 manifested creature, but you cannot deal with some of the other creatures, right? Let's see, I will do the view like this. So in general, white color provides only 1 2-drop, but it provides also 2 removal spells. So actually white color is like if I'm really lacking removal spells, I feel like I will possibly just splash these 3 cards, but that's it. Like, I don't feel like there is a way to play white unless there is like a very nice other color. So blue is better. Unable to scream ×2, obviously. Fear of Isolation, great card. Piranha Fly, I like that. Maybe, well, maybe it's not rated very high, but it's 2/1 flyer. My opponent needs to do something about that. Stalk Researcher, also great. Fear of Impostors, I don't know. I don't really play this. Maybe I just can't learn how to play it, because it could be a strong card. Tunnel Surveyor, always nice. I mean, there are four 2-drops in blue, which is obviously the color that I need to look at. Enduring Curiosity, the rare that I saw, obviously. If my opponent does nothing, Tunnel Surveyor into Enduring Curiosity, that's crazy turn, right? But also great with flyers, right? So yeah. Underwater Tunnel, yes, for Fear of Isolation, very good. Some people are also playing that one. I'm not sure about that. Maybe this technically it is a removal, right? So I think about it at least. Like, I wouldn't draft it, but for sealed maybe, yeah. Okay, then black color, like Fear of Lost Thief, Killer's Mask, kinda nice. There's a removal, right? Murder. Oh, by the way, removal in blue. Oh, like 1, 2. Yeah, potentially like 3, but that's not that much. Maybe that's why I should play this. That's 6 mana, that's painful. Okay, so, but black doesn't have any chip removal, right? The Murder is there. Enduring Tenacity, that's nothing if you don't have a lifelink. That's a little better, but mostly to be reanimated. Yeah, I don't feel like the black color is something that I want to touch. I have 2 black rares, but that's useless. Both are useless, basically. What about red? The Chainsaw obviously is there, so removal. Removal. Okay, so red color is actually quite good. Yeah, 4 red removals. Like, I'm not sure if I'm able to build a blue-red deck. I didn't try it yet, but feels like there is some merit to that. I could have enough 2-drops, so yeah, maybe I should at least give it a thought. Green, does it help me? The Coast Cartographer is a card that I really like to play. That one is also good, but other than that, green doesn't feel like it's that strong at all. Yeah, it says 1 removal. Okay, so when I look at the removal spells, the red is obvious answer, right? So yeah. So I would say smaller creatures red, and for stronger creatures blue, because I can't do much else. But the green is surprisingly bad, I think, in that pool. Like, there is almost no green cards, right? I mean, Cartographer is good, Coordinated Clobbering is nice, Insidious Fungus, yes, but where is the reason why I should be playing green? I can't see it. So, what about multicolor cards? Well, white, green, like, there is no glimmer light. Yeah, it's like surprisingly. I would say that that one is pretty average. When I would compare it to the previous one, that's average pool. And or weaker. No, I can't say that it's weak. It has removal in 2 colors at least, right? And yeah, definitely it doesn't feel like it's there is no like a bomb that I could base on that build deck with. I will have to use the flyers and stuff like that to win, which is obviously also a nice plan, but rather straightforward one. Yeah, it feels like there are not a lot of cards there. Friendly Teddy, Ghost Vacuum. Yeah, that's actually Ghost Vacuum as anti-delirium, or potentially, yeah, that's something that I would actually want to include in my deck. Terramorphic Expanse. Okay. Let's try building. Well, I will take a look at my rares and mythics once again. So by playing, okay, so it's like G's are like my 3 best rares. So playing blue-red actually enables me to play 3 rares. That should be enough. Obviously not perfect, but hey, I can't always have everything, right? So let's try building the deck. Obviously, Fear of Isolation, that's obvious. Both Piranhas, Stalk Researcher, then, yeah, I think like Piggy Bank is there. Yeah, unfortunately I have just a 5 2 drops. I feel like I should be playing something else. Do I have anything with any activated ability? No. Maybe in that case I will be playing this Friendly Teddy. It's a filler obviously, but I like 6 2 drops. I feel like I need them. Not sure about that Marvin. That I don't. I will put Teddy now and see what happens with that. Okay, what about 3 drops? Oh, actually, not much of a choice. Then the 4 drops. Enduring Curiosity, obviously, All-Star. Yeah, I most likely have to play everything. Okay, so 4 drop is that one. Yeah, that's obvious. And yes. Rooms will be the thing here, right? And obviously glasswork, right? Okay, but I will then look also for 1 drops, just in case. Yeah, I will play the Ghost Vacuum, I think. Okay, so time to add a removal spell. So I have like 1, 2. Sure, I don't have much creatures, that's also an issue here. 3, 4, 5. I don't know, should I play it? Yeah, 6 damage. Okay, 6 removal. 7. Okay, I have 2 more cards. I believe that I should be playing like a little 1 land less. Terramorphic. Well, I like Pyroclasm, but that kills my creatures. I don't have any draw, right? So maybe the option to use grab the prize makes sense. I don't feel like playing that one. It's 4 mana, enchantment creature. Slow, very, very slow. Maybe I should play that one just for the flash. For the flash. Yes, I will play it and see what happens. Or maybe I should actually play 17, as I have plenty of yeah, if I get flooded I will change it, but I feel like at this point, yeah, I don't have any better idea, and like unfortunately I'm playing almost all my playable cards, like vanishing from sites also quite good. Actually I will do something bad and I will add card number 41. But I have enough removal, okay? No, I will just play with that. So, here we go. First time in this format, the Izzet. I will be playing 3 rares. I got no mythics. How many removal do I have? That's the question. Glassworks. Seven. That's a lot actually. And I have the fear of isolation, so I can actually like bounce Glassworks and do it again. Okay. And I have like 2 1-drops possible to also bounce, which is... I see how this deck could work. I don't see it doing 7 wins. Like, that could be a little too much. Yeah, I'm starting on... No, doesn't look that well. That I will keep it like... It's round 1. Yeah, maybe my opponent won't start immediately like destroying me. Okay, white, green. So I feel like starting with the creature on the board is most important. Not sure. Yeah, okay, Glasswork is nice. So if my opponent's adding another creature, that's perfect, obviously. Oh, that suddenly went very well for me, because I can play Glassworks. I will obviously attack, I'm not worried about 2-drop, right? Okay, now it's a little bigger issue. My opponent's drawing a lot of cards, but I think I can keep up at this point. So my idea is to play Fear of Isolation into bouncing Glassworks. I'll play that one. I will obviously use it. I will attack, I mean like... Well, if there is a trick, there is a trick that I have to spend the trick, right? Like jump scare or anything. Like maybe the... Oh, that one. That's very good actually. Because I can deal with that with Glassworks, right? Okay. What is unfortunate that I will need to keep Piranha Fly to block, right? So I would rather keep playing another card. Exile creature. Yeah, I have to deal with all those creatures. Maybe my opponent will decide to remove that. Like basically there is a tempo issue. I can see it right now. Yeah, 3 damage. Maybe there will be another trick. No another trick. Yeah. Okay, I'm at 8, so I will have to use that one very soon. Maybe right now. Obviously my opponent can deal with that, that's the other issue. Now is the time to decide. No, my opponent decided to do that, which is bad and good at the same time. Because now I can unlock this and hope for the best. Yeah, I don't think that is the best, but hey. I can block 1, so... Yeah, I'm really on the back foot here. Whoa, that's... Oh, I messed up actually. I should be playing the mountain from there. So... this is not a recommended play, I think. I'm in top deck mode and 3 life, so... It shouldn't look like this, and hey. My opponent's also kinda top deck mode, so... Yes... Yeah, I feel like doing this is fine. Yeah, it got interesting. So my opponent needs a removal, while I just need not to die, right? So everyone has some plan. Actually, what I can do is do this, attack. Yeah, actually 7 damage at once. That's a... Yeah, it actually... My opponent obviously can steal top deck removal, right? But it's... Oh. I kind of feel flooded, right? But... Whoa, that's... Yeah, that it's not an answer. I have to like sacrifice a land. Yeah, I feel like I keep attacking. I wonder what is the last card my opponent hand. I feel like they can immediately give a delirium to that one. We'll see. Okay. That was just 2 damage. Okay. So I can actually... My opponent just messed up, I think. Or maybe not. I feel like I should have lost that one. I'm obviously happy that I won, but... But what can I say? After yesterday's episode especially, like... late game is kinda hard in the formats like quick draft and especially sealed, because like in quick draft, draft in general, you can expect what opponent has been drafting, so you know what are the possible cards. Like the pool of cards is less wide for each color because everyone knows what is good and what isn't. So but for sealed, anything can happen actually. Yeah, I think like that's a better start actually. Still, I'm on draw. I feel like I will start with Piranha once again, and then we'll see what happens next. My opponent mulligan, if I saw it correctly, so they didn't have a particularly good hand. They didn't have a 1-drop. Do they have a 2-drop? Yeah, in case like that, I would rather play my own 2-drop. Oh, that one is painful. So I can't deal with that immediately. I will have to look for some answers. Well, lands are not such an answer. I will attack anyway. I will definitely take some damage. I cannot avoid it. Another white-green, by the way. Like, what is going on? Why people are just playing white and green? Okay, what is the next play? Well, I would be happy if there is no next play. Yeah, that's actually a immediate answer that I wanted. I think I can totally trade, and I have to trade. Like no discussion on that. Okay, my opponent's also playing blue, which changes a lot. Okay. So I wasted one island, but I wasn't able to not waste it. I think like I had to spend the 3 mana, right? Oh, that's something. Okay, okay, what is going on? My opponent tapped my creature to basically... What? Yeah, I don't really understand what my opponent did here. However, I mean, I will sacrifice the enchantment. I will deal with the top B itself. I will attack with flying damage. I think like my opponent did something wrong. Like they should tap my creature and attack for 5, right? It's like 5 damage for free. It could make a big difference in that game. I don't fear that. Do you attack? That's the question. Okay, yes, my opponent will attack. And that's rather unfortunate outcome. So the only thing that I can do right now is to take care of the Toby token. Yeah, I think I will actually attack. If I'm dead, I'm dead anyway. And there is like a lot of removal that can happen right now. Unfortunately. Ethereal armor, okay. I don't know if I actually have any answer to that. Yeah, but I just wasn't able to use my removal. Okay, we go 4 color. So obviously I can just block. No damage. Yeah, and that's everything that I actually could do here. Yeah, I can literally do nothing, like... That was far too quick for me. Still, as I said, my deck is rather average one. So... Definitely the Fear of Immobility stack. Obviously my opponent risked a lot. Like, if I bounce that creature, then it's really bad for them. I decided to not keep my bounce spells. No, I don't know why I really play it. I basically have a rule that I never concede in case my opponent does something extremely stupid or disconnects, but I don't see like if that is happening there. So just a slow bleed. Doesn't really matter. I lost to Fear of Immobility. That's all I need. I can say. I mean, obviously it could be the top B token as well, right? So it doesn't really matter which one. Yeah, so that's what would happen if I had it earlier. So it's just 6-7 with no skills, okay. Doesn't change much. What can I say? I don't know if that my opponent's deck... Well, I saw some useful rares in their deck. I have to congratulate on like being able to play 4 colors and not having mana issues, right? So that's obviously a good. Well, in general I don't feel like deck like this will go far because like yes they win some games because if somebody like me can't answer so to the situation that happened right now, then obviously they win, but they are basically very likely to be losing games to their own deck, to having mana screw or mana flat, right? I mean color screw basically. Here we go for another game. Once again I'm on draw. I feel like I will keep that hand. A little risky, but I have a underwater tunnel, so I can actually like or I can just draw the should I still use underwater tunnel because I want to see a creature, right? So yeah, actually I will keep it. Okay, my opponent is playing white-green. So another... Oh, okay, white-green, black this time. Okay, so should I be really worried about that creature? I don't know, but I can like add it to the top of glasswork and start stacking it immediately in my... I have a play for the next turn, which is fine. I would be very happy to draw the next land. Okay. Yeah, that's not an issue yet. What do I get? A creature? No, I got island. Well, that could be... I feel like it gets a removal, so won't be very... Yeah, but I feel like it's fine, because I will get 2 damage, it pumps my... Yeah. I think nothing bad happened yet, right? I would really like to draw a land now. Can I have it? No. So in that case I would rather play Glassworks. So in that case my opponent is, well, maybe not playing a Delirium deck, but the black-green in general is usually about Delirium, right? So me removing every creature all the time from the yeah, actually I can play this easily, but I feel like I would rather just add something better on board. So that's another candidate for a removal, obviously. But I just need to get a 5th land. If I get 5th land, then suddenly I'm like getting a very like, well, it doesn't mean that I win, but okay, that's a reason why I would no, actually I will just don't do much. I can take 3 damage because I got a 5th land, so I can deal with that. Can I? Oh, and I exiled it already. Okay, sorry, that was not the plan. So my opponent basically has no chance to use the the surgical suit because I can answer with the exiling when they, for example, manifest or something like that. Okay, I think like I'm getting upper hand. Like if I have 3 cards and a creature on board. Okay, yeah, that's something. I have to sacrifice a creature and non-token enchantment, okay. Yeah, I've sacrificed that one. Yeah. Can't do much about that. Good thing is that I can do this. Take that, 6 damage. And I will immediately also do this. And that is dangerous. I have, well, 3 creatures for now. I can add actually mine. Okay, I have to play this because like it doesn't make sense to keep it there. Stalk Researcher. Yeah, I will obviously block. I will exile my creature. I think like it's getting it's starting to be worth it. I would rather. Okay, so my opponent knows where it is coming, so they decided to just. I mean, I had some games that I lost to Vacuum already. And that's powerful anti-delirium, anti-reanimation plan. That if it starts in play like turn 1, then my opponent can't keep up. The delirium or reanimation is impossible. So I got win number 2. Like it wasn't that easy, but it still worked. So let's play for. Okay, I'm once again on draw. That's like team of the day. Not sure if it's even better for me. Yeah, I would keep that hand. I have some early game removal. I can spend the early game removal because I have like plenty of it, right? So it's not like I spend the removal and I don't have it later. Oh, and my opponent did a mulligan. So they starting with 6 cards and I'm drawing a card. Turn 1. Opponent does nothing. So they play any 2 drop. I can chainsaw it immediately. I chainsaw because I want to keep the other card for. Should I play it or should I? Like I'm not sure what I'm. looking for right now, right? So I will still play this just to keep it on board. Vacuum is nice, but I would also, yeah, I think like I would keep it. I have 5 lands, that's important. I have 2 more mountains, 1 more island coming from the top. That's obviously a candidate for the chainsaw. So you saw chainsaw, see you. I will immediately play the vacuum. If my opponent is playing green, so the answer for vacuum is there. Not sure how good is red-green in this format. Okay, my opponent 5-4. So my best answer is that. If I get to block, obviously. No, unfortunately, it got first strike. So I can't block it. That is painful. I feel like I need to just look for answers. And that is the great answer. Okay, 2 cards in my opponent's hand. I have plenty of options on the board. Okay, Death Touch creature, I can deal with that. The friendly Teddy will be a blocker. Or maybe I will just scorch it. It feels like a combat trick, but still. Okay, I can trade. So it comes to the case that my opponent is out of ideas at this point. Why I still have like a nice. Okay, what is going on? What are you doing? Like there is an instant reaction to that. Like you can deal with the go vacuum obviously, but it still happens. So not sure what is my opponent brewing there. 6 mana. I just wanted to say about it. Like I have the friendly Teddy obviously. Come on, you get some instant, right? Some instant removal for the enchantments, right? So I'd rather use it because now I have I will manifest Piranha actually. Yeah, I feel like I will use that for just my creature in that case. I mean, like there are like 6 or more creatures, then it's totally worth it. It's a little combo that I also add top counters to chainsaw. So okay. So 0 to Death Touch. Okay, so I know why it could be dangerous. Like if it gets pumped. Okay, we both get a card, so I'm ready with the answers. That's the thing here. Actually, if my opponent's not doing anything, I will do that. I will do that. Yeah, obviously it could get a removal, right? So. Okay, what is happening? If you want to kill the creature with your removal, then just go ahead and do it. If you just wait until creature number 4, let's see if Piranha connects. My opponent is definitely having some instant speed removal or trick or something. But it doesn't appear that they want to use it yet. I mean, 6-2 flyer is pretty dangerous, so I don't know what they are waiting for. I will just remove friendly Teddy now. Yeah, I know that Delirium won't work. Do I care? Oh, I could totally use that already. Yeah, that's a mistake. Fortunately for me, it shouldn't matter that much. Yeah, I will unlock it. And go. Okay, I'm quite curious, what is the card that my opponent keeps? Like... Okay, that is useless. No, I'm not worried about that. Okay, that's it. That's it. Okay, here we go. 3 and 1. So my quite average deck, but it seems to be quite consistent. Or maybe I'm just underestimating in chances. It's like 3 and 1. Let's hope I can do better. Obviously, I don't know if anybody remembers the episode when I was opening 14 or 13 Duskmourn packs just to be able to play the Duskmourn constructed, right? So it gets significantly easier if you play like on the first sealed weekend, if you play like 2 sealed events, and you have quite a lot of cards already at this point. Okay, I'm once again on draw, but I won't complain. I still have a nice hand, I think. I have 2 removal spells for early game, so... And I already got the... Okay, I got the next land. Okay, that's... eerie plan, right? So my plan for you is to... stop. I would like to get a vacuum right now. Okay, I have a next candidate for the removal. So my opponent is trying to win quickly, but I have I feel like I have a perfect answer for that. Unfortunately for them. Yeah, Piranha, they're almost out of cards and I have like still 14 lives after that turn. Yeah, okay. So let's see if they get any tricks. Yeah, there is a removal, so they really want to win. Yeah, I can't play that right now. Okay, so I will try to play Teddy just to deal with the... Fear of Surveillance. I mean, wonder what is the last cards my opponent's hand. Is this like a trick or something? Well, we both draw 1, that's great. Oh. So that was your plan. But your plan... Does it matter? Yeah, I would rather get rid of the Mind Skinner, I think. And that one will be unable to scream. Oh, another piranha. That's not great. I don't think like I should sacrifice it immediately. I feel like I would rather make use of it first. Maybe piggy bank. I will take 2 from air, but I'm not worried about that. Because now I can... So technically... Yes, I'm on 6 life, but my opponent most likely has to like top deck, and I have a rich creature. Okay. So the thing is, like, my opponent's creature will be good when they tap it, but yeah, I don't feel like it's happening. Take this. I will be... yeah, I should possibly attack with both, but I decided to be safe. Yeah, that one is growing. Yeah, that's not an answer. That's some answer, but really, what do you do with that card? Yeah, I trade. Not a problem for me. So, do you top deck something? Because if not, then you take 9. Yeah, obviously the decision can be taken later. 1 card. What is this? Oh. I think like he could just wait another turn. So surprisingly, my average deck, or maybe really I'm underestimating it, goes 4 and 1, which is 1,400 gems, which is like I have another sealed guaranteed with what I have right now, but the issue is like I really don't want to play sealed on any other day than Saturday or Sunday. Like if after today sealed is over for me. Like I'm aware that it's still available like for the next 5 days, but I will ignore it because the players, there are very different players who are playing it during the standard weekdays. Okay, so I'm once again on draw. I have a turn 1 play, which is interesting. Opponents are getting stronger and stronger. I will play the vacuum immediately. My turn 2 is obviously a researcher. Researcher. Opponent's playing black-red. So should I just go for the... well, what can I do right now? Yeah, I feel like the Fury of Impostors is the best. If they play creature, I can counter the creature. Exactly, and I think that's the creature worth countering. They will manifest, obviously. And I have some material for vacuuming. Okay, so I should do this way. Yeah, I will put another mountain. Then I will play this. Yeah, I really like that. I feel like attacking, actually. Because when I trade, I can vacuum, right? And my opponent is playing black, so the delirium could be somewhat relevant for them. Yeah, I have plenty of stuff to do. Yeah, I will most likely take 2 damage, that I'm not worried about. More worried what happens next. Glimmer light, not really worried. Ah, that's a nice card obviously, but that doesn't feel that dangerous at this point. Okay. I feel like in my turn I have like just one. Do you champ block or not? Not. Then it's thank you for a card then. And I will also another card here. My opponent is very unlikely to have a removal for artifacts, right? So I can get some use of that. So if my opponent attacks, I will take the 3 damage. Like I think I have in general better position to attack. I can. Yeah, that's a great answer. But still, how many answers like that you can have in your deck, right? Okay. That's a lot of material for the... Yeah. Oh, actually not that much. Yeah, I feel like I really just... I can actually do it cheaper, right? Yeah, because I don't need that enchantment anymore. And I can play a creature, okay? Yeah, we get another removal. Everything gets exiled. Okay. That one will just lose everything. Yeah, I will start exiling other cards as well. Just in case. Delirium. I think now would be the time that I would start, that I will use that. Because I think I cannot wait any longer. My opponent can actually... Okay, maybe I should just... Is this some kind of trick? Feels like there is some trick for that. Or maybe I shouldn't like block at all. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Okay, not sure that was the idea. Oh, pyroclasm would be. So my opponent needs to know that I have a and I will attack. So I have a removal. My opponent has to deal with that. I still feel like it's a very interesting game. Yeah, I lose my creature. Okay. Does it change much? I have like a... Yeah, they have to deal with both creatures. Yeah, exactly. And the last card is... Whoa, that is so crazy. I'll obviously bounce back chainsaw, right? Yeah, I'm getting... I think I'm getting in a better position. But they will draw the removal at some point, right? So... Okay, I think I'm not that... Okay. So I have to spend 2 cards to deal with that creature. So I will make it unable to scream first. Then a chainsaw. Then a scorching earth to that one. Yes, they can draw another guy with haste. That's something that could happen. Like exactly the Razorkin Fort color number 2. No, it doesn't happen. So I'm 5 at 1. Okay, so I need to reconsider saying that the deck is average. I think it's like actually quite good. It's not the strongest possible deck like the one from yesterday, because as you saw I lost one game. But still somehow it feels like I can... Yeah, it's 5 wins. Like what else do I want, right? And I was even able to survive mass removal, right? So I'm on draw for the 7th time in a row. Well, I believe that it is random. However, if it wasn't, then it would look like the game is really wants me to stop winning. And once again, I feel like I have a nice hand. I have like that Teddy would be a defensive play, and Piranha Fly would be the offensive one. But is there any chance that my opponent does nothing on turn 2? I don't feel like it. I should draw the third land. That's yeah, and Friendly Teddy is a better chance to draw that one. Yeah, obviously. I will play. Okay, I will still play Teddy for blocking. My opponent is white red, which means there is like a most likely. Well, it's sealed, which is doesn't guarantee it, but very likely to be a quite offensive plan. No, there is like also a blue, and my opponent decides to not attack into my Teddy, so it's interesting. So for white red would be a big loss of tempo, but for well, they have also the blue cards, so maybe there is an actual plan. By the way, I'm already at 71 minutes. So it could be even longer than yesterday. And there is a fourth color, which is like, whoa. Yeah, I don't feel like the 4 color decks are the strongest ones. But hey, I will take care of that creature, obviously. That's the best way that I can do it. And I will attack with my flyer, like. So my opponent most likely jumped all their best cards, a lot of, as I understand, a lot of the... They are not attacking, what is happening? So I will play my creature, okay? Yeah, I won't exile cards from my own graveyard unless there are creature cards. I think I have something that has Delirium. Okay, what is my opponent's plan? Like, I'm officially... Okay, that's... Okay, so my Rip Chain Razorkin is trapped. Great. That had to happen. Are you attacking then? Yes. Is there a jump scare? Yeah. Obviously I will block the one that could get flying. So there is a trick, okay. So I lost a card. However, I will get that card back immediately. Because I'm actually... Oh, maybe they have another trick, okay. So they, yeah, I lost one card, but then they lost two. Not sure if I should attack or not. I won't attack, maybe. Like, I feel like I'm playing the card advantage game, and my opponent has like 3 cards. I have the removal for actually anything. And I can play Fear of Isolation. Okay. Okay, I feel like I should actually block that one. Do we have a trick? No. My opponent is most likely mana flooded. No. So that one will be unable to scream. And I will play Fear of Isolation to bounce my room. Then play Terramorphic. I will just use that to get... I will get the mountain because I have a lot of red cards in my hand. Well, the chance that my opponent has answer for an artifact is big, but... Well... I'm still like... I feel like I'm ahead right now. Okay, I need to block that one. So, yeah, that had to happen. I have another land. I will exile another creature. What is my opponent doing? That is very nice. I had somewhat no idea what to play, but... So come on, you get a Terramorphic Expanse, why are you stalling? Go get that forest. Okay, so from my perspective, so far so good. Like I have removal spells. I can block if necessary. Yeah, I will obviously block it this way. My opponent will take another card and see what happens. It's a swamp. I'm sorry. That's I shouldn't be. I shouldn't like. You know, I shouldn't be laughing. That could happen to me also. I wonder if I should like... Yeah, I will play that one first. Yeah, I don't want that. But now I can actually... Yeah, I did mess up once again. I forget about that part of the room. I mean, that room is... Okay. My opponent had enough, I think I had enough lands, obviously. But I feel like in general my opponent had some cards that were the reason to play 4-color decks, but they didn't do the critical, I don't know, mythics or rares that made it worth it, right? So for me this means that I'm obviously almost at 80 minutes mark. That's one thing, but I'm also playing the final. Not saying if it's final game, but I'm playing in the final of the sealed event. I mean 6-1, that's so good already. I like expected 4 and 3, that would be the best that I can do. 6-1 is already another 2000 gems. I feel like the Saturday during the Arena Open is the day when some better players are in the morning, at least in European time, they are just okay, I will be playing first this time. they are basically training for the arena open sealed, and then after the sealed starts, they play sealed, and then it becomes easier to match against players who are not that ambitious, and they will just play sealed like naturally. So they are out of the competition. I mean the possibly the strongest players that believe that can win the arena open, they are like from the 3 p.m. on Saturday they're out of the QE, so the QE becomes perfect for somebody who, well, likes winning. Yeah, I will start with that one. I feel like I don't have much of a choice right now. Wow, my opponent not doing anything. But in that case, I won't play Piranha. Ah, 2 lands. Okay, but I still have the Razork in play next turn, which is great. And I got all the value that I could from the room, right? So okay, decided to flash it. Yeah, I feel like I'm still playing that one. I keep the unable to scream for the stronger creatures, right? That's I can lose some time, some life, but I hope I will be able to stabilize. Obviously, my opponent is probably also having like 6 wins, so. Yeah, that's what happens. Not surprised at all. Down to 14. So in that case, should I actually do that? No. I will just pay. I will keep the enchantment in case I will have the 5-drop creature. Okay, is my opponent saving that one? Not sure what they are doing. There is technically a way to protect that with the indestructible. Okay, no, not this time. Obviously unable to scream for the fear of lost thief is it's a little too much. Yeah, I will be glad to draw some creatures. Okay, that is a strong candidate for the next removal spell. I mean, okay, that's even I'm drawing a perfect removal spell for that situation. I don't have a vacuum right now, so that's pretty different. Okay, so 13. So for a big creature, I have answer. Like 3 answers for big creatures, so worst that can happen, it's something forcing me. Okay, that's actually that was nice. Yeah. So I feel like at this point if I bounce it, yeah, I will take some damage, obviously, unfortunately. But I should still be fine. Yeah, so I mean, I have flyers, right? But my target here is to survive, right? So like. Okay. I take one. Okay, my opponent has something for 3 mana because they didn't. Okay. That's a rich creature. That one will be unable to scream. That forest will also be unable to scream. What the hell? Oh, I messed up. Has 3 counters. So I basically... Yeah. This is bad. Basically lost my removal. Yeah, I need to do this. Like no other option. So I spent 2 removal spells on 1 card. That's actually I can attack. I have 5 lives, so I'm not really in a good position. My opponent will have the... Yeah, I'm out of removal, like 1 removal too much, basically. Okay, that's it. Yeah, I messed up. That's on me. Six and 2. So I will have final round 2. Yeah, and obviously the ending was like... That was a strong rare, right? That's not a bad card. That's like one of the bombs in the set, and I have to expect my opponents having the bombs. If I just used properly the removal, I would survive. Like I could keep my 8 life, and I would be able to answer that, like on the instant speed, right? Okay, back to draw. So possibly I should be worried that I lost the last game, but overall it's like it was very tough anyway. I could have like kept up a little longer, but that's it. Like I don't think like I was necessarily able to win that one. Okay, I feel like I moved that mountain to the graveyard. Okay, because okay, white and black deck playing friendly Teddy. So the perfect play right now is my opponent plays a creature that is good enough target for Glassworks. No, I don't know if that is true, actually. Yeah, obviously I trade. In that case, I feel like Stalked Researcher is better, but my opponent has to do something. And that's a target for the Glassworks, so perfect one. But I actually don't feel like attacking. Yeah, a lot of small creatures. It's another land. Okay, I think like that's the... Oh, really? That's a waste. Do we trade? I would trade. Like, if I'm a position like that, I would totally trade my Stalk Researcher that could attack or could not attack, but Fear of Surveillance is like actually doing something and can attack every turn. Yeah, that seems like a trade. I'm fine with that. I'm basically about building card advantage, so... Okay. And that's a perfect target. Okay. Yeah. Let's trade. That was nice. But what about this? My opponent entered top deck mode while I have a counter spell. That couldn't be good for them. Exactly. I'm feeling like keeping the Fear of Impostors to just flash it to block. Oh, nice. Still, they're once again in top deck mode. So, unless something really bad happens, I feel like I'm getting in control in that game. Or I already got in control in that game. Yeah, that's not a card that my opponent wants. I think like... yeah, I will start with doing that. Okay, I will play both Island and Chainsaw. I will attack with everything. Exactly. And here we go. 7 and 2. So my opponent had some, like, I don't know, aggressive game plan. And it basically, my early game removal was enough to deal with that, right? So here we go, like 95 minutes, another sealed run, another 7 wins run, which is crazy. One more look at the deck. Yeah, I feel like it just worked. I mean, the Friendly Teddy was a good feel to that deck. Like, I was able to consistently have something to do on turn 2. It really helped. The rooms were great. The bouncing rooms was crazy. The vacuum was good. Like, I think that deck was like a very good deck, maybe without bombs, but it really was consistent, and that is even more important sometimes. Like, I was 7 removals, and basically 7 removal spells, that was apparently enough to win 7 games. So trying to claim my 2200 gems. Okay, that looks like I'm getting a network error. It's better to get network error at this point of the game. Okay, it appears that I got that. No? Okay, what just happened? Where are my gems? This is so crazy. No, I won't be able to purchase it. Okay, I'll try to relog quickly. I lost connection exactly at the moment when I was getting my prize. Yeah, but now it's here, so the test was wrongly the visibility issue, right? Okay, so well, I believe that it was the second and last sealed Duskmourn event. It feels like I would really like to get another one. I have enough gems to do that. But it's like the time issue, right? I don't have time for that. That's the problem here. But thank you, everyone. I feel like I was still very lucky today. Not as lucky as yesterday, but still I'm very, very... I opened a great pool, I have to say, and I was able to find at the first glance I was able to find the proper deck. That's what happened. Thank you.